I want to tell you something that the running shoe industry does not want you to hear. Last year, runners around the world spent over $60 billion on running shoes. $60 billion. And the majority of them were wearing the completely wrong shoe for their goals. Think about that for a second. Months of training, early mornings, sacrificed weekends, everything you gave to prepare for your race, and the shoe on your foot is working against you. I have seen runners miss personal bests by seconds because their shoe was wrong for race day. I have seen training cycles end early because a shoe that was built for speed was worn every day until it had nothing left to give. That ends today. In the next 7 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 5 greatest running shoes in the world right now. Not the most hyped, not the most expensive, not the ones with the biggest marketing budget. The 5 that actually perform. The 5 that elite runners trust. The 5 that will genuinely change what you are capable of. 1 for training every single day. 1 for race day when everything is on the line. 1 for the marathon distance specifically, and 2 that belong in every serious runner's rotation. 7 minutes, 5 shoes, everything you need to know. Let's go. Before we get into shoe number 1, if you are serious about your running and you want the most honest, most detailed running content on YouTube, subscribe right now. No sponsorships, no paid promotions, just the truth about what works. Hit subscribe, hit the bell. Now let's talk about the fastest shoe on the planet. Shoe number 1, Nike Alphafly 3. Let me set the scene. It is October 2019, Vienna, Austria. Eliud Kipchoge steps onto the start line wearing a prototype version of this shoe. 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 40 seconds later, he crosses the finish line. The first human being in history to run a marathon in under 2 hours. The shoe on his feet? The ancestor of what eventually became the Nike Alphafly 3. And today, this shoe is available to you. The Alphafly 3 is built on one revolutionary principle. What if the shoe gave you back more energy than every step costs you? Nike's Zoom X foam, the most energy-returning foam ever engineered, sits beneath a full-length carbon fiber plate that functions like a loaded spring with every single stride. 2 air zoom pods are embedded in the forefoot, delivering an explosive additional push-off at the exact moment your foot leaves the ground. The result is a shoe that makes your body more efficient than it is capable of being alone. That is not a marketing claim. That is biomechanics. Now, here is where most runners make a critical mistake. They buy the Alphafly 3, they love it, and they start training in it every single day. Do not do this. The Zoom X foam is extraordinarily responsive, but it degrades with repeated use faster than traditional training foams. Every unnecessary training run you put in the Alphafly is literally wasting the energy return you paid $285 for. Use it for your 2 or 3 longest tempo sessions, your tune-up races, and your target race. Keep it in the box between sessions. Keep it away from heat. And on race morning, when you lace it up for the first time in weeks, feel the difference. Price, $285. Weight, 220 grams. Stack height, 40 millimeters. The Nike Alphafly 3. The shoe that broke the 2-hour barrier, and the shoe that will break your personal best. Shoe number 2, Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 2. April 2025, London. 2 athletes standing on the start line of the world's most prestigious marathon, both wearing the same shoe. Sabastian Sawe goes on to win the men's race in 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 27 seconds. The second fastest London marathon in history. Tigst Assefa wins the women's race in 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 50 seconds, a brand new women's-only world record. Same race, same day, same shoe. The Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 2. This shoe is so light, so aggressively built for pure speed that wearing it for the first time feels almost illegal. 138 grams. That is approximately the weight of an apple for a complete marathon racing shoe. The Lightstrike Pro 2.0 foam is Adidas's most explosive compound ever created, and it sits above the Energy Rods 2.0, a system of 5 carbon rods rather than a single plate, designed to work with the natural movement patterns of your foot rather than forcing it into a rigid, unnatural position. The upper is almost paper thin because Adidas understands something that most brands do not. Over 42 kilometers, every single gram on your foot is a gram your legs have to lift thousands of times. Save the grams, save the energy, save the time. This is not a daily trainer. It is a precision instrument. Use it for your final 2 or 3 race pace sessions and your target marathon. Break it in with at least 2 runs before race day. Carbon plate shoes can feel unusual on the first wear, and you do not want race day to be your first experience. Store away from direct sunlight and heat. Both degrade the foam compounds faster. Price, $250. Weight, 138 grams. Stack height, 39.5 millimeters. 2 world records, 1 race day, 1 shoe. The Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 2. We are exactly halfway through, and I want to ask you something. Has this video already changed the way you think about your running shoes? If yes, hit the like button right now and subscribe to this channel. Every single week, shoe breakdowns, race guides, training plans, world record stories, everything a serious runner needs. Subscribe, bell notification, let's finish the list. Shoe number 3, ASICS Metaspeed Sky Paris. Every other shoe brand will tell you their shoe is the best. ASICS will show you the data. ASICS runs the Institute of Sports Science in Kobe, Japan, one of the most advanced human movement research centers on the planet. They have spent decades analyzing how runners of different body types, different cadences, different biomechanical patterns move through space, and what they discovered changed everything. Not all runners run the same way. When most runners want to go faster, they do one of 2 things. They either lengthen their stride or they increase their cadence, their step rate. These are fundamentally different movements. They use different muscles. They demand different things from a shoe. So ASICS made a different shoe for each. The Metaspeed Sky Paris is built specifically and exclusively for stride runners. If you are someone who naturally opens up your stride when you push the pace, who feels power in your hip extension, who covers ground with longer, powerful steps, this shoe was engineered for exactly how your body moves. The FF Turbo Plus foam returns energy at the precise moment a stride runner needs it, at the full extension of the push-off phase. The full-length carbon plate amplifies that push, turning your natural running style into something more powerful and more efficient than it has ever been. Before you buy this shoe, answer one honest question. When you run faster, do your steps get longer, or do your feet just move quicker? If the answer is longer, the Metaspeed Sky Paris is your shoe. If the answer is quicker, look at the Metaspeed Edge Paris instead. Use it for race-specific workouts, long tempo sessions, and your target race. If you are not sure of your running style, visit a specialist running store and ask for a gait analysis. Most good stores offer this free of charge. Price, $280. Weight, 215 grams. Stack height, 40 millimeters. ASICS built this shoe with decades of science, but ultimately, it is your legs that make it extraordinary. Shoe number 4, HOKA Mach X2. Here is a question I want every runner watching this to think about seriously. You have spent $280 on a carbon plate race shoe. What are you going to train in for the other 364 days of the year? Because here is the reality. Your race day performance is entirely built on your training days. Every easy run, every long run, every interval session, every recovery jog. Those runs are where your fitness is built. And if you are doing those runs in a shoe that is too hard, too rigid, too unforgiving, your legs will arrive at race day already compromised. The shoe that solves this problem, better than anything else available right now, is the HOKA Mach X2. HOKA changed running forever when they introduced the idea that maximum cushioning and maximum performance are not opposites. The Mach X2 is the fullest expression of that philosophy. The PEBA blended supercritical foam is simultaneously the softest and most responsive foam HOKA has ever produced. It absorbs the relentless impact of high mileage training, protecting your joints, saving your legs for when they matter most. But it also propels you forward, returning energy through an embedded carbon-infused plate that gives you the feeling of speed without the unforgiving rigidity of a full race plate. This is your daily shoe, your loyal workhorse. Monday easy run, Mach X2. Wednesday track session, Mach X2. Saturday 30-kilometer long run, Mach X2. It handles everything. 2 critical tips. First, rotate between 2 pairs if you are running more than 50 kilometers per week. The foam needs 24 to 48 hours to fully decompress between runs. Second, replace at 600 to 800 kilometers. Foam degrades invisibly. The shoe can look perfect and be functionally dead. Price, $190. Weight, 238 grams. Stack height, 36 millimeters. The HOKA Mach X2 does not get the headlines, but it does the work that makes the headlines possible. Shoe number 5, Brooks Hyperion Max 2. I want to talk to the first-time marathon runner for a moment. You have found your plan. You have circled your race date. You are committed and excited and slightly terrified. And now someone is telling you that you need a separate training shoe and a separate race shoe. 2 premium shoes, potentially $500 worth of footwear, before you have even run your first long run. If that feels overwhelming, this next shoe is for you. Brooks has been making running shoes, and only running shoes, for over 100 years. No basketball shoes, no lifestyle trainers, no fashion collaborations, just running shoes. Built for runners, tested by runners, trusted by runners. The Hyperion Max 2 is the shoe Brooks built for exactly this situation. The DNA Flash V2 nitrogen-infused foam is Brooks's fastest and most responsive compound ever created, delivering genuine race day performance. But it is also durable enough, cushioned enough, comfortable enough to absorb the punishment of a full marathon training cycle. This is the shoe that takes you from your first 10-kilometer training run through every long run, every tempo session, every nervous taper week, all the way to the finish line on race day. 1 shoe, 0 compromises, complete package. Build up gradually over 2 to 3 weeks. Carbon plate shoes feel different from standard trainers. The stiffer, more propulsive ride takes some getting used to. Start with your shorter runs, get comfortable, then progressively use it for longer and longer efforts. By week 3, it should feel like the most natural thing you have ever worn. Price, $200. Weight, 240 grams. Stack height, 38 millimeters. Brooks Hyperion Max 2, the complete marathon package. Everything you need, nothing you do not. Before the final summary, I need one thing from you. If this video genuinely helped you, if you now understand your shoe options better than you did 7 minutes ago, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the bell. Every single week, honest shoe reviews, training breakdowns, race guides, and stories of runners just like you doing extraordinary things. Your running deserves this channel. Subscribe. Now let's wrap this up. 5 brands, 5 shoes, 1 simple truth. Nike Alphafly 3, the fastest shoe ever made. Save it for race day. Treat it like gold. Let it do what it was born to do. $285. Adidas Adizero Adios Pro Evo 2, 138 grams of pure speed. World record pedigree. The shoe champions trust on their most important days. $250. ASICS Metaspeed Sky Paris, science over marketing, built for your running style. The most biomechanically intelligent shoe on this list, $280. HOKA Mach X2, the workhorse that builds champions. Every great race starts with great training. This shoe makes great training possible, $190. Brooks Hyperion Max 2, one shoe for the entire journey, training to finish line. The perfect partner for the first-time marathoner, $200. And here is the single most important thing I can tell you. No shoe in the world will run the race for you. The Alphafly 3 cannot train for you. The Adios Pro Evo cannot get out of bed on a cold, dark morning for you. Only you can do that. But when you have done everything right, when the training is done and the race morning comes and you lace up the right shoe, you deserve every advantage you can get. Choose wisely. Drop a comment below. Which shoe is calling your name? Which one are you running in right now? I read every comment, every single one. Now go. Your next run is waiting, and the right shoe is about to make it the best one yet.